Hello everyone. In last video we understood how to create dynamic pages in Next.js. So different links when clicked will go to that one page and display the data dynamically based on the link we have clicked on. Now in this video we will understand how to create these links dynamically. Right now you can see that these links have hard-coded city state names. If you want to add more states, if you want to change state name, if you want to show states from some other country, we'll have to make changes here in the component. So when we talk about good coding practices, we try to move data away from the component. If there is a change in the data, we should not changing the component. If there is a change in the UI, like change the color and all, then only we should be touching the component, because data should be dynamic. This California should not be hard coded here, right? If we don't want to show California, it should hide. So this data should be separated because data can be dynamic, right? So this California, New York, Texas, we need to move it to some other variable. So what we will do is we will create an array as a list, right? So let states equal to, and we'll add all the states here, okay? And then we'll use this state variable, this array variable, to generate these links dynamically. Instead of having these three links here, or maybe more links in future, like 50 states will have 50 links, instead of that we will use this variable to create these links dynamically. So what we will do is, in curly bracket we will use state, and then in an array variable, when we want to show one content at a time, we use map, right? So state dot map will give one state at a time, and then you handle that, right? So suppose here these are the states, so this will loop over all these states, and one by one, like for each state, it will call this function. So in this function what we will do is we will return this link like this. Right? So for each state in this states, generate this link, which was here hard coded. Now we have dynamic links. So we can remove this and just have this one line of code. So the 3 line or potential 50 lines of code to generate the links has been replaced by this one line, and data has been separated here in a different variable, right? So here we are doing two things. We are separating out data to other variables so that we can change it dynamically, and also we are using that to reduce the code, reduce the duplicate code. For 50 states we are duplicating the 50 links, so instead of that we will use this loop to generate it dynamically. So now if we see, so all these states which is there in this array has been listed here, right? And you can see this href is also this variable, and display is also this, whatever is mentioned here. So now we will see New York listed here, and when we click on this it will go to New York page, and it will show the detail of New York states. Now instead of displaying new hyphen York, which should be a link, we want to display capital NEW space York, right? So how that can be done? If I change it to New York here, so this is working, but when we click on this link got also changed. So what we want is, we want display to be different and link to be different, and also we want to display some description here. So basically in this states array, which is a strings array of strings, we want an object where we want three things: link, display and description. So what we will do is, we will change this. Suppose remove this. Instead of strings, we will have objects. And what we will have object is in link New York, display New York, and description, like this. Okay, so we'll do same for all, like this. So just remove for now all this. So instead of array of strings, we now have array of objects, right? So now states, and then here in this state we will have variables like state dot link, and here state dot display, right? So now you can see New York is displayed, but when we click on this, it shows New hyphen York. And now here we have state dot description also, which we can display below this link. Right, New York, and then New York is a state in the United States. We need to add some styling, but for now the data is displaying properly. So now, because we have this data separate from UI, we can keep on adding more content here and just change one component, and it will show depending on the state name. Okay, so we just need to add more states here, so it will display all the states of United States. Next, what we can do, we have this dynamic data, so we can add two buttons here, suppose India and US, and based on that button or link we change this content. So we can have two arrays, Indian states, US states, and on that click we will change this, right? So we'll display this data dynamically, but we will do that actually for cities. In the city page we will display cities dynamically based on the state selected. So in the next video we will display cities dynamically.